Alrighty, YouTube, welcome back. Likes, comments, subs, all that stuff helps the channel grow. Let's beat the game, shall we? Oh, actually, I should go back in there. I really should. So, let's see. Oh wait, Blink is the thing. Okay, so let's do... You know, good. I'm gonna try. We could go with the Blizzard. Let's go with the Blizzard attack. And then for auto battle, we'll have heal. Okay. Now we have everybody set up. Oh, cool! And we're asleep. That's fun. I don't know what that does. That was a lot of experience. Yeah, I want to go back in here. Oops. I'm trying to remember. There it is. That's the button for the map. Okay, so nothing up there. Looks like there's like a tablet thing in the middle. More tablet stuff. Okay. So the big place we need to go to is in the bottom right. But I will check what's in here. It looks like the answer is nothing. This is nothing. So I guess these are just nothing. I just need to head for the exit. I don't see any treasure chests or anything. Yeah, it's kind of uninspired. I do agree. I don't really think there's anywhere else we need to go. Just head straight for down there. So I guess the quickest way is to take this door. Well, either door to the side, I guess, works. Yeah, either door works. We'll take the right door. Like, it's legit just based around the idea of having an explorer and wearing you down and using your resources, which in the NES version, when especially all the guide's pretty good at. Yeah. Seems to be a general idea. I still think the second dungeon was the hardest with the lava floors. Because even with the guide, that was kind of stressful. Well, it wasn't a guide, it was a map, but... Like, I'm saying, even in the NES era, if you're using a guide, I think that would have been pain. Not the game design I really think holds up well, but it was an 80s staple, yeah. I agree with that. I mean, I wasn't alive in the 80s, but you know. I do know what you mean. So we're in the mid-40s. Is that a high enough level to beat the game? I hope so. Oh, we got ambushed. That's unfortunate. about the NES era is that there really weren't any guides aside from like random blurbs and Nintendo Power. That's what I was saying earlier in the playthrough. I was like, this fully exists just to sell Nintendo Power. They designed this solely to make people buy that to know where they're going. I was half joking, but half being serious. What do these say? Okay, you can't even read these. Okay, whatever. Sites like GameFAQs and message boards didn't start to take off until the mid-90s. Yeah, I remember those when I started getting into gaming, which was, what, around 2000? Those were already well established, so. But I got into gaming young, so I wasn't very good at reading them or understanding them, but, you know. That's besides the point. So I can't save here. So hopefully we don't die, otherwise we're gonna have to do all this again. We're kind of full on HP, so I don't think I really need to do anything crazy. Let's do this. Alright, third of 5 bosses. Probably should have started attacking, do some damage, right? Yeah, let's double your attacks. As for you, you'll then double their attacks, and you can set up our defense. How'd you miss? I didn't know that could miss. Well, not great. Okay. I did not know that was a thing that could even happen. Right. So yeah, that's definitely not ideal. Oh, 1 HP in a dream. That's terrific. And she missed again. Alright. Well, that seemed useless. That seems kind of useless. Okay. "21 HP in a dream." Why do I bother? Why do I... You know what? Screw it. We're just gonna go for attacks. Who cares at this point? Who even cares? Oh, I did nothing. Screw it, just regular attack at this point. Who cares? Good night, you. Ow. Alright, we won. That didn't instill much confidence in me. That really did not inspire much confidence in me that we're gonna do fine. I'm really quite... Why did the boss give less experience than the enemies? Okay, you know what? If I question everything, we're never gonna beat this. You know? Let's do... You know, I should probably just be using my millions of potions. It's kind of what they're there for. You looked it up? Okay, please inform me what you looked up. Okay, this seems pretty straightforward. There's nothing... Oh wait, yeah, there is a door over there. Damn it. I guess we'll go for the door, then we'll come back, save, and then do the fight. So there is something down there, so we will go get that. If it misses, that means you're already wearing gear that lowers the damage. So you can't stack it, I guess? Oh. Well then. Don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, it's just getting more confusing. So that skill is completely useless to me, I guess. So that's fun. So I guess I'll just go defense buffs and that's it. And then just besides that, heal. Seeing as I can't use... I don't know why I cast a spell. I didn't cast anything, but sure. Yeah, I guess the play is just go invisible and buff our defense. And then heal. I guess that's all we can do. If that doesn't work. Unless I'm missing something. Which is obviously completely possible. Alright, let's go in the door. See what it hides. Chest contain Masamune. Is that like best weapon you were telling me about? Attack plus 56, accuracy plus 50. I think that's what you were telling me about. I think you said I give it to our ninja. I'm pretty sure that's what you said. There we go. And you said he should get it, right? $820 damage, okay. Yeah, and our white mage is casting heals, so... That does seem to make the most sense. 1,000 damage, holy. I want to believe that means we'll sail through the rest of the game, but let's be honest, this is me. I'll find a way to struggle. We only have 2 bosses left, right? We have the last elemental boss, and then we have the final boss. So, our opportunities for struggling are few. Okay, so we get an auto save after we go upstairs, so I'm just gonna go back up. I'm gonna go back through the stairs, come back, and then that'll be our save point. And we can fight the boss, just because if we do die, I don't want to have to grab the sword again. You could say that's me planning to die, but I like to think of it as just planning, you know, a backup plan. In case we need it. So we've got 2 really good physical damage dealers. And we got our heals, so alright, let's do this. Okay, let's do one more fight first, I guess. I do feel like the white mage is kind of the weak link in the late game. I am starting to feel that way. Alright. Anything else I want to change? I don't think so. I think we should be fine. Alright, let's do this. Alright. I'm gonna just attack with both of them to start. If you're the best attacker, you get priority. As for you... what do I want to do? Defense, probably. Zara, ow. Oh, that did like nothing. You attack, you attack, you... We're gonna do the same thing. You know what we could do? Let's reduce our ice damage by half. Okay, that misses too. Okay, well, you know, White Mage, you exist. You're here. In that case, let's try... Let's do this. Can we do this? I heard a bit more. Alright, and then you... Wasted on your tanks and oh, White Mage true MVP, especially at full life. A shame you missed the level 7 strongest AoE heal spell. Yeah, I guess I did apparently. So that's a whoops. Hmm. A 1,000 damage. Oh, we got him. Alright, cool. We're kind of sailing through. Our ninja's HP is kind of a concern. Other than that, we're kind of okay so far. But that is starting to be a bit of a concern. Super weak to magic and has a low HP pool, yeah. It would be a great time to buff my magic defense, but I freaking can't do it. So, you know, it's great. Ethers. No, all on them? Actually, did I put it on them? I don't know if I tried them or not. That's an excellent question. You know what? We're gonna do that in the final battle, which I think is what we're about to enter right here. So double the magic damage of Larry. Yeah, I think you might be right. So that might actually be what we cast on them. Yeah. But yeah, I think this is gonna be the final battle, so we'll try it. I think you're right. I think you're 100% right. Alright, everybody's good. Everybody's got full HP. Let's do this. Final boss. Do you remember me? I was once the most renowned knight of Cornelia. 2,000 years from now, you killed me. I am Garland. Oh, you did defeat me then. The four great forces saved me by sending me back through time. I don't think it works like that. Once here, I sent the four fiends into the future, where they shall once again use the four great forces to send me into the past. So it's like a time loop. 2,000 years, I will remember none of this. But I'll be reborn again here. So even as you die again and again, I shall return. Born again to this endless cycle that I've created. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. So I think our strategy is pretty good. Double your attack. Or you know what? Well, wait. We got a plan for the long run here, right? Should we raise? Actually, we could raise our defense. Actually, that's not gonna work yet. Just attack. Never mind. You know what? Let's get them both up as soon as possible. Okay. $136. You're right, it does work on them. Okay. That didn't do much. Okay. That means we should be able to get this all up. Oh, wait. I'm out of that? Oh, well, that's fine. You know what? You should be attacking anyway. It's fine. Oh wait, no, you boosted theirs, right? So double theirs. He probably uses physical attacks too, right? I'd imagine he does. I got my answer. Would have been nice if that got through right away, but... Okay, so now he has both buffs. You, I think, only have the one. You only have your speed up, I think. Oh wait, no, he only has his attack up. I can't remember which one he has. Oh, here we go. Notera, haste. So he just has protection, haste. Okay, he doesn't have attack up. Okay, there we go. Now you do. He needs temper. Yeah, that's what I did, right? Yeah. Okay. Raise our evasion. Can we get... I think we can get away with this. Yeah, let's get away with this. Ooh, that hurt. That definitely hurt. That definitely hurt. You know what? We're just gonna bank on him not getting attacked. This might be dumb. This might be very dumb. Don't attack him. Okay, we're fine. We're totally fine. It worked. He did get attacked, but we healed. We're good. That said, we are going to need to heal him again. Yeah, let's just do this again. 325. Hot damn. We are doing good damage. Like, we are doing some good damage here. I think we just stick with this. Actually, you can probably go off and do something else. Anything else that'd be super helpful? There's not really anything I could think of that you could do that'd be super helpful right now. Yeah, there's not really anything I'm thinking like, yeah, that'd be super helpful. So, I guess... attack? Our HP is kind of okay right now, so I'm actually going to try to get away with doing this. Ooh, that hurt everybody. Okay, yeah, that definitely... Okay, new plan. That's bad. Ooh, that hurt. It going first really hurt. Crap. We're in trouble now. Like, I could get him up, obviously. That's not the issue. Okay. It's probably the best case scenario. think he's probably... We need to hope he attacks somebody else. Is kind of our only hope. That did not happen. Okay. Try to get off your attack. What do you mean he just fully healed? What? He can fully heal himself? Crap. Alright. Well then. Crap. How am I supposed to kill him if he keeps fully healing himself? It's a 2% chance. You know, sometimes the games play favorites, and it sure as hell ain't me. Okay, you keep attacking. All he has is haste. Okay. I need... do that. Cool, it missed. I'm not gonna bother with the invisible thing. It doesn't seem to really matter. We're just gonna get back to our attacks. I think, honestly, the best thing for you to do is just throw down heals. Let the other two do their attacks. We're gonna try to get... I think we get an ether off this turn. That's gonna hurt. How much HP does this thing have? Hey, Zeppo buddy, how's it going? $20K? We must have had it pretty close to dead then. We must have had it pretty damn close to dead when it full healed. Yeah, I think we're gonna stick with the healing. $353! Alright, goody. Okay. Get you back up. Ow. Right. Heal. Ow. I think this is the only way to do this. Only thing I'm worried about, we're gonna run out of wait. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we're gonna run out. We only have 3 left. This is kind of getting a little scary. Do I try to get another ether off? I think I probably do. Okay, he missed. That's actually huge. We did get the ether off. We did get the ether off. Alright. So that was kind of huge. I think we might be okay. We're in a decent spot. That wasn't too bad. We're gonna get a net gain of HP this turn. He has to be about dead. If he has 20k HP, we're doing like 2k each turn. Yeah, if anybody could pull off him healing twice in a row, it is me. I'm definitely not wrong about that. Yeah, we're doing like 2k damage a turn. No, I'm not going to go for more damage. The more damage we get would be negligible. I am going to go for another ether, I think. Hopefully that doesn't do too much. It didn't. Yeah, see, Fire Thug of Wizard is the best case scenario since it only gets for 100-ish. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Okay. Ooh, that wasn't great. It's another 1,000. He has to be close. He absolutely has to be close to dead. You know what? I'm gonna go ether with you. We'll just stick with this. Oh no! Well, crap. We're up against it now. We are definitely up against it now. Best case scenarios is a regular attack against the warrior. And that was about the worst case scenario. That was definitely about the worst case scenario. Okay. I'm gonna do this. We do that. And that. Hopefully that's enough HP to survive. It is. Oh, wait. Wait, what? Oh, she had 150 and it was 160. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. Right. Went from bad to worse. Oh, we win! Okay. Never mind. We were fine. We were about to die. Holy, we did it. Okay. You know, we got some really bad RNG, like really bad RNG. But we won. That's what matters. Oh, that was fun. The white mage dying in this fight is often a wipe, so that was good timing. Yeah. The time loop was severed at last. Endless struggle that raged over 2,000 years had ended, and peace prevailed once more. Thank you, thank you. The light of the 4 crystals restored the forces of wind, water, earth, and fire. How important is this game to, like, the overall, like, lore of the series? It was a mere trick of fate that had given rise to the chain of Garland's wrath. I think the crystal thing is important in like the whole series, right? Or at least like a lot of the games. But magnified by the four forces meant to guide our world, that trick of fate also gave birth to the fiends. The games aren't connected. They're like parallel worlds or something, right? Only like certain characters appear in like crossover. Monsters had run rampant as the world sank into darkness. But all that is now past. But did establish a lot of tropes used later, right? With the four forces flowing as they were meant, the warriors prepared to cross time and return to the world they knew. A world where Princess Sarah, Queen Cheyenne, and even Garland himself await. Crystals, iconic job classes, a lot of recurring weapons and spells, yeah. When was this fateful day that sent time spiraling into a loop? Is that referencing... because there's like a prequel to this game, right? I should play that at some point. None can say. Seemed the cycle into which time had fallen would last forever, but the bravery of four young travelers changed that. Took the forces that filled the world with darkness and used them to bathe the world in light. Stranger in Paradise? Yeah, kind of curious to play it at some point. I don't know how long it is or anything. None will ever recall the struggle the four endured, for the breaking of chain means it never existed. Oh, so they get wiped out of existence? Okay, well that's kind of dark. Within the tales of fantasy that people tell, the memory of their deed lives on. They just get wiped from existence. That's dark. Holy crap. Tales of dwarves and elves, of dragons and shining civilizations that reach for the heavens even as they fell. Well, I guess it doesn't matter that the white mage died in that final battle. They all just got wiped out anyway. And now their return is upon us. Technically, they're still born, just they never went on their adventure. Oh. I thought it was insinuating that they just... time was changed. They never got birthed. With the memory of their struggle buried deep in their hearts, they will quietly watch over our world. Remember always that the forces of the world must be used as they were intended, that the power of light must never be used for dark, and that the true crystals reside in your heart. That's some Kingdom Hearts stuff right there. For you are the warrior who crossed time. I like how the time thing wasn't even like, unless I missed something, they just threw that in at the end. You are the bringer of light. It's only $16 in the Steam sale. Was it ever on like anything else? You didn't miss anything? Okay. Because I was like, the time thing kind of came out of nowhere. It was just kind of like, hey, there's time travel now for the final dungeon. They really did throw it in at the end? Yeah, which is wild because it, like, seems like it's like the whole plot. But it's only there for the final, like, hour and a half, 2 hours of the game. Extending its limitation, there really isn't any foreshadowing. I mean, they could have put it in text. I mean, they could have done that. Like, there were all those, like, stone tablet things in the last dungeon. I thought there was gonna be, like, some lore on them or something, but you couldn't read any of them, so. I thought it was gonna establish something, but nope. Oh well. I'm pretty sure there wasn't, like, text limitations, but I don't know. Anyway. Still a fun game. Still glad I played it. And now I get to do Final Fantasy II. That'll be fun. Text takes up space. Yeah, but it's not, like, that much space, is it? I don't know. I get that it was a very different era, but... They also could have... Back in those days, didn't they put a lot of story stuff, like, on the manuals? They could have done something like that. 2 and 3 have more text than 1 and fit on Famicom cards, they probably could have done it, yeah. But the manual itself had a bunch of story in it? Oh. You know what's really... I'm not saying this is actually true at all. It probably actually isn't. It'd be kind of cool if, like, Final Fantasy II is kind of a direct sequel. Because it's like, the events of this game never happened, right? Because they undid the time thing. So then Final Fantasy II is just, like, the reset new timeline. I mean, it's probably not, but it'd be kind of cool. Since it was background lore, a mini walkthrough of the first part of the game. Ah. Kind of neat. It's not, but that would have been cool. Yeah. They straight up, like, confirm that's not true. Because that would have at least been a cool fan theory or something. Because there's, like, I think Andy said a couple of the games are connected. What was it? Like, 10 and something, I think? I don't know. Back then they did the develop thing of, this game was a hit, now let's mix it up and do something completely different. They Zelda 2'd it. I'm both looking forward to playing Final Fantasy 2 and scared of playing Final Fantasy 2 all at once. Oh, so they actually confirmed it's not? That's lame. Oh well. I'll be fine playing the Pixel Remaster version? Okay, that's good at least. It's just very different. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do... I'm just gonna play one of these classic Final Fantasy games every marathon, I think. I think that's just gonna be the plan. Because they're pretty short. I know 2 and 3 are longer than this, but it's not like that much longer. Like, I think instead of like 12 hours, it's like 16 hours or something. So, it's not that much longer. I looked it up before. I have in my mind it's something like that. Yeah, they're longer, but not that much longer. So, like, I could do most of them at the marathon and then finish them up on my own. It would be like one extra stream. Just like this, instead of only being like an hour, it'll be like 4 hours, 5 hours, whatever it is. People seem to enjoy it. And it gives me a way to go through them. And nobody, I think, really cares about being spoiled for them, so... It works on all fronts. Yeah, considering the time period, like, I don't think I would enjoy this game if I played the original version. But since I was playing the Pixel Remaster, I did thoroughly enjoy it. I don't find the whole concept of getting lost as part of the challenge. So, I probably very much would not have enjoyed that, but yeah, the added on stuff, the polish they gave the game, I think really helped. I'd estimate around 20-ish hours. Really, 20-ish? I thought it was like 16, but that was just what I remembered. If it's 20, that's actually substantially longer. But still, it's like 3 streams. It's not that bad. Maybe 4. Yeah. I will say the balancing's kind of weird, because the second dungeon was 100% the hardest. Nothing ever came close to being that difficult again. Having to navigate all the lava floors and everything, and it was like, you couldn't just fully avoid the lava floors, like you had to go through long stretches of it. That was 100% the hardest dungeon. My HP was in a bad situation the whole time, so nothing after that was that difficult. It might be faster for the Pixel Remaster version? Yeah, probably. I'm guessing it still has the map and stuff, and that'll probably save a lot of time. But yeah, this is officially my second mainline Final Fantasy. Unless, like I said, you count 14, but I don't think most people count that. I don't even think I'm done with the main story of 14, so... You know, for a Pixel Remaster, a lot of people worked on this game. Holy. Was not expecting this many. Yeah, this series loves this time travel. I've only played 14, 7, and now this. Every single one of them has time travel in it to an extent. It's kind of crazy. The series just loves it. I mean, I kind of like it, but... The next one doesn't? Oh, it's gonna break the streak, okay. It's one of my favorite sci-fi tropes, though, so it really wasn't a complaint. It does have other stuff? Okay. I do like how the worlds are at least connected through, like, certain characters crossing over between, like... Cause I think it's, like, every game's in, like, a different timeline or something like that. So at least they're kind of connected, even if they're not, like, direct sequels. Besides, like, 10 and 10-2 and stuff like that. Like Sid, yeah. But there's like, I think there's like an enemy, I don't remember the name of the enemy. There was an enemy that showed up in 7 Remake, or Rebirth, it was Rebirth, right? And apparently it's from one of the other games. And he just bounces around to the different games. I don't remember his name. But yeah, there's stuff like that. Gilgamesh, that's it, yeah. And apparently it's like the same Gilgamesh, just in like every Final Fantasy game. And he just like bounces around. So that's kind of cool. He's an alternate dimension walker, yeah. So stuff like that's kind of cool. Although the 7 stuff is kind of its own beast. Because, boy, that game... Nobody knows what that game is. Is it a sequel? Is it a retelling? Is it... Who knows? Who knows what that game is? Man, this is a long credits. I kind of ran out of things to talk about. But yeah, looking forward to Final Fantasy 2. I think the one people seem to like a lot more is 4. I think people seem a bit down on 2 and 3, but then I think a lot of people really like 4, from what I'm remembering people saying at the marathon. You'll run into his original appearance if you keep playing these? Okay. Because, yeah, he didn't show up in the original Final Fantasy 7. I'm pretty sure about that, because I think I did literally everything there was to do in the original Final Fantasy 7. I did all the optional bosses and everything, so... 4 was the first to really revitalize? Yeah. Okay, so I was remembering right. So, we'll get through these. I might also do 10 at some point this year. Like, in addition to doing 2 at the summer marathon and 3 at the winter. So, we might end up doing 3 Final Fantasy games in a year. Which sounds really impressive until you realize that 2 of them are really short. So, it's not like that impressive. But yeah, we might end up beating 3 Final Fantasy games next year. Like, 1 did well in North America, but they didn't release 2 or 3 in North America originally. Yeah, and then they just called 4 2 in North America, I think, or something like that. And then the whole numbering was off for a long time. And then they did localize them, and then it got really confusing. Like, then 2 is widely panned for all the ideas it tried that didn't end up working that well. 3 isn't bad. Honestly, if you like this one, then you'll be fine. Yeah, I enjoyed this one. This one's fine. Is it my favorite Final Fantasy? No. But I still enjoyed it. The end. Yay. It's kind of a depressing ending, though. The heroes kind of got reset and nothing they did ever happened. But, you know. It happens. The 3D version of 3 improved a lot in terms of story and characters. That's good. Looking forward to it. But the Pixel Master version is fine and true to the original. Oh. So I don't get all the cool stuff. That's unfortunate. Save completed game data. Data saves progress up to the final boss. Sure. Yeah, on my own time I might play this again, just try out the other classes. This definitely seems like one of those... This game kind of reminds me of, like, Star Fox. Not, like, gameplay-wise or anything, but, like, it's a game that you'd replay a lot because it's short, and you can try different builds and different stuff. So it seems like that kind of a game, so I might do that at some point. Just, like I said, on my own time. There's a lot of replayability in the game, yeah. Because, like, if it's a game that's, like, 70 hours or something, you're not going to be replaying that constantly. But this you could get through in, like, 15, 16 hours. I mean, even less. I think I took, like, 11, and this was my first playthrough. So, I definitely could get it down to, like, what? Probably 9 or 8. Now that I kind of know what I'm doing, so... I played through the NES version so many times. Yeah, I bet. Definitely a fun game. Really glad I played it. So, like I said, Final Fantasy 2 probably will be next. 10 might be sometime also in 2026. We'll see. I've really wanted to do 10 for a long time. It's just really appealed to me. Probably a big part of that is Kingdom Hearts, like, let's be honest. But, you know, and then the meme that everybody knows about from the game, the laughing meme. But, yeah, I really want to do that one, so probably will at some point. So, might end up with 3 Final Fantasy games this year, like I said. But yeah, anyone on YouTube, likes, comments, subs, all that stuff's appreciated, and see you next playthrough.